Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Deathmasters for August 2025. But being a bit quiet, it's because, it's 6 a.m. here in Texas. People are trying to sleep, okay? Can't be shouting about, oh my God, is he going to survive? You can't do that at 6 a.m., okay? People are trying to sleep. I expect you act accordingly, okay? Don't be excited. Don't raise your voice. Just sit here calmly, watch Tetris, okay? Good. Well, it is time for more of this whole thing, and really we are getting very near the end. We are condensed down to our top 8. We already have 3 of our players into the semifinals, and right now we're going to determine the last one, okay? And it's going to be one of 2 people. It's going to be Leo or Chroma. One from, Bulgaria, the other from Korea, but for real this time, okay? Actually, there. So one of our players, well, I'm not going to say this out loud. Actually, Chroma, don't tell anyone I'm doing this for you, okay? Because it's not allowed, and then they'll all ask to do it, and I'm not doing it anymore, except on this special exception. For you, one this time, because you're already in the tournament, and your circumstances change, all right? Don't tell anybody. Okay, but yeah, it's going to be Leo, or it's going to be Chroma. Then we will have a full semi-finals at some point. Soon, hopefully not Tuesday, because they gotta don't make them do it on Tuesday. All right, take a look at our rules. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because I don't want to, but I do want to remind you that these are best of 5s, that we're doing level 18 starts. It's going to be same piece sets re-rolled, and there's going to be a Hertz and input display that you might be aware of, and you should turn it on, okay? Turn it on right now. Also, players don't receive any in-game advice. Do not pause unless I tell you to. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing, okay? Assume your game is going to count. I don't care. Internet, OBS, computer, whatever. Just keep playing, and I will give you further instructions, and it may or may not count. It depends on the context, okay? And that's why I'm here, to make a judgment. So, yeah, there it is. Good. Tetris, about to happen. Prize pool. That's a thing that we have. And in fact, it's a 100% fan-funded prize pool, as all our prize pools are. We've already met our goal of $1,000. That means we're going to pay the top 8 out of the entirety of the 32. So that's good, right? More people getting a prize, I think, is good. So thank you to everybody who has contributed to this prize pool. And we're not done. If you want to contribute to the prize pool more, you can do it. Use the Matcherino command, or you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And that'll bring up some links. One that says Deathmasters. That is the right one. And click on it. You'll go to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube account to log in. Don't have to create a separate Matcherino account. That's good. And then once you're logged in, you'll see a little orange button that says, what? Contribute. That's a word. Click on that button to contribute. Sorry, I had to yawn there. I was so excited by these Matcherino instructions. Anyway, thanks to everybody who has contributed to the prize pool so far. And you can go to go.ctm.gg/DasPrize if you're watching after the fact to be taken to that page and contribute. We would love to see some contributions from some VOD watchers. That's good. If you're watching on the VOD, let me know in the message. Don't write it if you're not. Don't be a J and type things that aren't true just for memes. But if you are watching from a VOD after the fact, a recording, then let me know. Would love to see it. Okay, that's how to support the players to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, just like these people are doing right now. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy, and KM, Rogue Potato, Cacat, Mila, Jason, and the rest of everybody. I got a couple people to add here. We'll try to get that done before the semis of Masters and Das Masters. So thank you to everybody who's doing that. If you're on YouTube, you got super chats, super stickers, super thanks, super comments, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, bits. You got, bits? What? Twitch. You got bits, subscriptions, gift subs, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, gaming subs. Okay, sounds good to me. Let us go ahead and flop on over to this whole thing. Chrome. Wait, it says coma. Maybe because I'm in a coma. Wait, I had to update Chroma's PB, and I typed coma. Hold on. I'm in a coma, and I typed coma. Or he's just dead. Coma. I just did it right now, and I think my keyboard is kind of failing. I'm not blaming a keyboard, but I'm just saying, like, I probably typed chroma with an R, and it didn't register because the keyboard is failing, and I just kind of dashed it off like 2 seconds before the stream. So it could be fine. I don't know. Yeah, you're forced to stream in. We've sent you to Korea. Poor Chroma. They don't let you stream on Twitch in South Korea, an allegedly free country. What the heck? I gotta admit, I was kind of floored by that. Like, that doesn't seem, it isn't right. I don't say it doesn't seem. Why is it shut down in Korea? They just don't trust you to stream on there because reasons, I guess. Gambling content? Is because they used to have gambling content? Like, why is it? I mean, just a dude streaming Tetris, man. I don't know what the big deal is. But you can stream on YouTube, but not Twitch. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, he is streaming from YouTube. Oh, there could be Moodoos. Yeah, tons of it. Yeah, I don't know. Is there? I wouldn't even know. Is there? Coma. Prohibitively high network fees, making it too expensive to operate the platform, probably from Google, apparently. So you mean Twitch decides not to stream in South Korea, is what you're saying? Huh. Imagine that. All right, players, I am about to give you pieces when the peace music hits, right? You're going to hear the peace music in like 40 seconds, players. So you still got 40 seconds to warm up. First Google Maps, now Twitch doesn't work? Let's see if my peace button works. I bet it's not going to work right off the bat. It's okay. All right. Well, players, that is the music. You know what time it is. It is time to begin. The pieces have been delivered to the chat, so you can finish the warm-up you're on, but it is now time. You have to play on integrated keyboard. We saw that. You're going to do great, Chroma, on that integrated keyboard. And we no longer get the stretch cam from you anymore. Now we just got normal, boring cam. Usually, you get that stretch cam like that. Like, this is usually the Chroma I get like this. but not this time. Now we got split screen Chroma. You heard Chroma's game. Yeah, oh, let me mute it. Although, you know, people like, I wish I had the game sounds, and I'm always like kind of with them a bit, but I'm going to mute it. Interacts. And we will mute. There we go. And you have a webcam. So, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, one of the things, all right, Leo not able to get the max in the warm-up. Yeah, but one thing I'm like, oh, if you've got an external webcam, people are always like, I can't get it far enough from me and high enough if I'm on a laptop, and I think there's a way. But I'm gonna experiment with it. All right, the pieces are here. It's 5B, 3F. You just gotta use the dangler angle where you put it up high and then point it down at your body, but you know, don't do that now. All right, looks like both players are ready. Well, let's check seeds. We'll get them started. All right, seed checker. Seed checker hasn't woken up yet. Why is the seed? Oh, I see. That's why. Seed checker 5B3 FB2. They are both ready. Let's get them. Yeah, there's not much we're gonna be able to do Chroma, so maybe I'll do a Chroma countdown and then a Leo countdown, right? All right, now let's just get him started. Leo versus Chroma, top 8. They're gonna play for a spot in the semifinals, which is exciting. So let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Texas. Oh, we got a Texas in the countdown. Are you serious? These players couldn't be further from Texas. Oh, Chroma is like 3, 2, 1. But yeah, what we should probably do is like, basically as soon as you hear me say 3, Chroma, you should start, and then Leo, or I don't know what you should do. Maybe I'll run the countdown twice. One for Chroma, one for Leo. All right. Just so we can get it somewhere. It's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. Leo just, 4 lines ahead. It's okay. Well, on the left side of your screen, it is Leo, who I would tell you a lot of interesting stuff about if I had my prep doc open right now, the CTM Facts and Logic spreadsheet. All right, it's now open. Anyway, left side of your screen, Leo qualified in with a 1.11 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifier. Got him into seed 5. Top 8 seeds in the qualifying. They don't have to play a match until the top 16. And there, Leo defeated Tugi. Leo has a DAS PB of 1.26 million. He's from Bulgaria. And he's incredulous at a drought, maybe. Maybe we're experiencing a little bit of a drought. And there we go. Long bar, Leo 205. And I feel like I just spoiled a drought because it's 6 a.m. But that's all right. Chroma's so far behind stream-wise. He's not going to hear that, so don't worry about it. Anyway, Leo got a 2-round bye, started in the round of 16, defeated Tugi, is now here in the top 8. 1.26 million DAS PB. That's a top 30 score, and Leo is ranked number 4 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. 297 here for Leo, 236 for Chroma. Leo is a 2-time runner-up in Das Masters. Those were in back-to-back months, actually, October and September of last year. Pixelandy and Leo went to the finals in back-to-back months. Of course, Pixelandy is going to win everything, so he won both of those. But he also finished in the semis in May against Giovanni. Leo is also the winner of a hopeful circuit. That was back in November of 2022. And the winner of those iconic Scamper DAS tournaments, the CT DAS Real Tournament. You've also seen Leo at 2 of CTWC's DAS championships in Germany. And he finished in the top 8 there this year. And on the right side, it's Chroma. All right, let's go. 381 for Chroma, 443 for Leo. Just kidding. Chroma, of course, qualified in with a 977 into seed number 20. And had to start all the way in round 1, defeated newcomer Steel CE, defeated Poopy Old Hag, defeated Alex T, and it is in the round of 16. It is now here in the top 8. 497 here for Leo. Chroma 429, but Chroma back by about 16 lines on our screen, so it is actually much closer when you equalize the lines. I think this is Chroma's 5th appearance in DAS Masters. He's looking to get back into that top 8. That was his highest finish. That was in March of this year. So he's looking to equal that and maybe this time exceed it. But he's got to get through a tough customer in Leo, 4th ranked DAS player. Chroma is the winner of a community tournament, did that back in December of 2023. Also played in Mega Masters. And in 2024, we've seen a lot of Chroma this year. Seen him playing Stupid Tetris Monthly, playing in the DAS, making it into the Masters event in June. Well, who knows how much more of Chroma we will see now, though. 643 here for Leo. He's now on level 20, Tetris 668. 596 for Chroma. And Chroma into 19 at 620. So both players with 600K transitions. Really feels like the year of the 600K transition. Feels like players, and I don't mean just in DAS. I mean, I feel like across the board, players' transition scores, I don't know if they're on average higher than ever, but I just feel like we're getting more 600Ks into 19 across the board, DAS and Open, than we ever have. And I have no one to say that except for me. I have no data. I don't know. Probably one of the data heads, they're not awake now, could tell us. Tetris for Chroma. All right, nifty couple of burns here. 706 for him, 784 for Leo. Yeah, no laughing, Mino Flu. Carl might be watching. Carl is always watching. Waiting for people to laugh. 766 for Chroma. 852 Leo. Yeah, Carl is big brother. Your big, serious brother. This is serious, man. This is Tetris, okay? This is not a game. This is Tetris. 799 for Chroma. 860 for Leo. Carl the Llama. Carl. Not that Carl. I think Danny and I are pretty much the only ones old enough to know that. Tetris Chroma 867. And Leo, 13 lines ahead. So under 30 lines to go for Leo until that level 29 kicks in. Chroma with a bit of a slowdown. Still survivable. But he's got, 120,000 right now to make up. We'll see what Leo's entry into 28 is so we can get a sense of where Chroma's at. Chroma 909 on 26. So this is very maxable. Leo has got the max. He's on 27. Basically, if you're like 730 on 26 and you go perfect, you can max. So 900, very maxable. And of course, we see him getting these Tetrises. 977 for him. Leo at A73. And Leo into 29, A79. And that is going to be a top up for Leo. So the chase down target for Chroma is A79. A Tetris here would clinch it. He's set up for it, and he gets it. A80. So Chroma is going to take game number 1. And he's got the 1.1. So it may have seemed that Chroma was behind the entire time, but Chroma just behind, in line. So yeah, good game here. Double max, double 29s. I could be more excited, except it's 6 a.m. and I don't want to wake up the neighborhood. Okay. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some new pieces. Whoops. New pieces are incoming. Let me go into, I don't know, should I even bother? Let's see, I worry. Refreshing. If I refresh Chroma, is it gonna, I'm just gonna leave Chroma alone. If I refresh, I'm worried what will happen, because I'm catching him on YouTube right now. Since he's already in the tournament, and it's kind of an exception, we're trying to make it work. We're letting Chroma stream to YouTube. This is not something that we are planning on allowing as a matter of course, because it does introduce some stuff to the broadcast. It's just kind of a thing. So. But since he's already in, we'll let him keep going. All right, 75208B, 75208B. Both players on seat, both players ready. Let's get them started. Game number 2. You'd think I would give the player his point. There it is. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You don't have to try to match his stream. Just go, because otherwise I don't know. Leo will not get as much information as you, and it's all, you can just go, and they can be delayed, and that is fine. This is a cursed Das Masters month logistically, says Poopy. Oh, actually not bad. Relatively simultaneous. But yeah, we'll just deal with the offset kind of thing. It's fine. Yeah, so we got a Texas in the first countdown like that. I think it's a 1 in 500. I kind of wish there were different odds on the different ones. So when you get an especially rare one. No, I'm trying not to audibly yawn though. YouTube streaming should be normalized. Says Dan V. Yeah, it's not ideal, Dan. Now, not to say we can only do things that are ideal, but it does introduce some problems. Like, I think if I refresh Chroma right now, because I have to manually like full screen him. Maybe, is there a URL? Is there an embed URL for Twitch videos which is automatically full screened? like just like there is on Twitch. Like that thing is magic on Twitch. So I don't know if that exists for YouTube, but it gets pretty janky, even jankier than we are. So. $163 for Chroma, $183 for Leo. And then there's the delay. Apparently there's some kind of delay which is introduced. Now, of course, if both people experience a delay, it's fine. 213 for Chroma, 255 for Leo. There's a Tetris Chroma. Same line count right now. Chroma back by 20,000. There used to be more memes in the countdown, but it's fine. It's a countdown. It doesn't need to have memes in it. But yeah, they mostly got deleted. We used to get 3-2 in Texas more frequently. I thought it was a 1 in 500, but maybe it's gotten rarer. Not sure. All right, Tetris Chroma, 331, 348 Leo. I still think about the same line difference when their lines are tied. $376 after a Tetris Chroma. This is a best of 5. First player to 3 next to their name is the winner. Felt like 1 in 10 back then. Oh no. Might have been like 1 in 100 or something for a while. You know, we got a new toy and we broke it. And I think those frequencies got adjusted because my favorite one was the 3, 2, 1. We have been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. But then a player got mad and blames the countdown for having lost a match because he laughed. That must have been Carl, right? Maybe that's what it was. Carl does not like laughing because it affects the match. 440 for Chroma, 557 for Leo. So big pacing for Leo right now. 557 through 108. Yeah, I was hoping not to. Poopy old hag. If I'm not saying the name, maybe there's a reason and you don't need to name it. How about that? I mean, you know, read the room. Oh, whoops. I wanted to time you out for 1 second to remove it. There you go. We don't need that as part of the permanent record. Another 600K here brewing for Leo. He's got a 635 with one more available. Chroma not going to match him this time. But there is a Tetris Chroma. Still pretty healthy transition. 562 for him. Tetris for Leo, 687 into 20. Hey, what's up, Kingsman in the chat? Chroma, yeah, Chroma gonna top out here on 20 at 616. Leo, you are good. You have tied it up. All right, new pieces, everybody. E692, E5, E692, E5. You gambled, it didn't work? Chroma, isn't that banned? You're not supposed to gamble in South Korea. That's why the authorities discovered you gambling. Yeah, it is. I just Googled it. Like, all right. Well, there you go. Look at that. E692, E5, E692, E5. Both players ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between Leo and Chroma. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I have this urge to play Tetris because normally if I'm up super early and I play, like, I do pretty well, I guess, because I'm at my cognitive peak or something, you know, early in the morning, you know, allegedly, but I have an urge to play and I have this, you know, console and TV on right in front of me. You want me at my cognitive peak? No, Kingsman, I can't. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Tap Masters ended at like what, 11:30, 11:40 last night, something like that. And it usually takes me. I didn't use my sleep gummy because I didn't want to be too tired, so I did not get a lot of sleep. Kingston, what are you doing up? Why are you up at 7:30? I guess you're a family man, so you gotta wake up and be responsible. Imagine. Tetris Leo 138, 94,000 for Chroma. You had to pee? And you turned on Twitch because you couldn't go, 30 seconds without being entertained while awake. You needed some Vandy early in the morning while you're while you're doing that. Oh man, I don't know if I want to be involved in that part of your day or life there, Kingsman. All right, Chroma in a little bit of trouble here. Up high. Oh yeah, I'm brain rot for Kingsman. Oh no, Chroma. This is gonna be a top, and Leo, you are good. In game number 3, you're up 2-1. All right, players, you can take a moment if you need it, but I am going to deliver the pieces. I'm really feeling acidic and inflamed right now. Kingsman is right. Chroma, Vandy is up very early. I'm not going to say that phrase, Kingsman. At least get to 19. Yeah, I agree. Get to 19, and then top out all you want. On the other hand, I get to go back to sleep earlier. This is the first game in the DAS Masters that I topped out at 18. Well, congratulations. You're getting you're getting worse as the tournament continues. Chroma is in Korea. I mean, I don't think Alex T challenged you enough. Alex T kind of threw his match, so maybe you weren't being challenged enough, like, you know, like a lot of us in school. That's probably what it was. All right, both players are on seed, both players ready. Game number 4, Leo and Chroma. Chroma trying to lock in. He needs to win to force a decider. Yeah, Poopy, you gave Chroma a challenge. I'm just saying his most recent opponent was really not. That was kind of a silly match. But last night on Tap Masters, you know, I talked to Alex. Oh, wait, did I spoil it? Anyway, I talked to Alex for some reason. And Alex said he wants to focus on DAS, you know, as DAS Mega Masters comes up and Jonas Cup. He's not going to play in the next Masters, apparently. He wants to focus on DAS and try to win and be like a multi-play style champion. And I wouldn't put it past him. So maybe a DAS reign coming up for Alex T. $91,000 Leo, 47 Chroma. So these guys, you better win the DAS Masters before Alex T gets really, really good at DAS. Kingsman said he's not participating in Masters next month and he wants to focus on DAS. Yeah, that's probably good. It's probably good. Although, you know, I think there's some footage of you rolling, Kingsman, doing really well. Okay, Chroma 122, 186 for Leo. And Chroma not doing too bad. I mean, you know, had to change. You know, of course, we've seen Chroma on keyboard. He's got that, you know, big honking gaming keyboard with the light up red and the whole thing. And of course, he's on vacation. They don't have keyboards in South Korea. They're banned. And so now he has got to play on a laptop keyboard. So doing well, doing very well. There's a Tetris Chroma 194, 260 for Leo. Very nice flat long bar placement. Kingsman loves it. He loves that flat long bar going down. Chen is here. What's up, Chen? Why are you up at 4:40 in the morning? All right, Tetris Leo 352, Chroma 285. You don't sleep? You should sleep when you get the chance. I am going back to sleep. Well, maybe I won't. I don't know. What if I just stayed up and this was my new life? 402 for Leo, 311 for Chroma. Chroma Tetris. There's another. And he's back by 4 lines and back by about, what, 45,000 points, something like that. So really just one Tetris behind, not too far behind. 380 Chroma. There's a Tetris, 402. Yeah, pretty exciting Tap Masters last night. Leo not going to do the S flat. He doesn't want to burn at all. Like, nope. I got room not to do it. I can make a tuck, and he's going to make it work. All right, Tetris there for Leo, 497. 451 for Chroma. Another Tetris Leo, 519 through 107. And it's been back, at least 2 of them were 600K transitions into 19 for Leo. Was it 2 or 3? Anyway, he's been good. Vandy preparing for his new life as an Amazon Flex driver. Make sure to take good pictures of the boxes. Yeah, I don't know. I find that very appealing. Very recently, I've been thinking, well, I should probably go back into the workforce. It's in October. It would have been 2 years since I worked a regular job. But I'm just tired of stupid meetings and I don't know. I just feel like a lot of that whole culture is just lying, you know? It's just a lot of BS. I want to live, I want to live a life without lies. That's my my theme, all right? I'd rather work a dumb, stupid delivery job than one of those kind of jobs. 669 here for Leo. Level 26, 20 here for Chroma on 19. Big pace in both of them. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't make a lot of money. I'd rather stack groceries, honestly, than have a BS job where you just kind of, you got to make some report, and then you just manipulate some numbers to make your department look good. And I just feel like that's a lot of the jobs that I've had where I've never liked them. 663 for Chroma, 753 for Leo. Another Tetris Chroma, 691. He's got a gap there on row 1. And a spire in 3 and 4. So he's got to chop this down. All right, he can access that left side. Well, he could. Leo in a bit of trouble here. Kind of all in on a bar. If the bar comes, he can be saved. If not, okay, there's a bar. He's still got some work to do, though. That left side is tough. What can he get over there? I mean, just the L. And not even the L. So that's going to be a top for Leo at 774. Target for Chroma, 775. But Chroma is going to top out. Cannot capitalize on the early top out from early. It's not even that early. From Leo. And Leo is good. Chroma's run has ended. But Chroma, did a valiant job. He's streaming on YouTube. He's on a laptop. He's in some restrictive regime that doesn't allow keyboards or gambling. So he did. Chroma said, I noticed too late that Leo topped. Would that have made a difference? Would you be like, oh, I better not top out because Leo topped? Like, I don't know if that makes a difference. But anyway, Leo, a quick exit, but congratulations to you, Leo. You are into the semifinals, and you left so early that we cannot celebrate you at the winner's screen. So should we just put Chroma in it? Maybe we'll just put Chroma in there. He's stuck around. All right, Chroma, you're in because Leo quit too quickly to be in the winner scene. He's just done. He rage wins. Yeah, he rage won. He just like, F this, I'm done. I won. I'm out of here. So we'll put Leo. There you go. There's Leo. Leo is the winner. That's Leo, guys. You need to cook. All right, enjoy your day. But Chroma will be your stand-in. Leo, do your best. Chroma, do your best Leo impression. Wait, is this the blue? All right, congratulations to Leo. Go ahead and show you guys the full bracket. You're already offline. That's fine. All right, congrats again. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you the bracket. There it is. We've got a full semi-finals. It's going to be Leo versus AV Geek, Nenu versus Pixelandy. And look at the seeds, 5, 6, 7, and 16. None of the top 4 made it into the semi-finals. Oh my God, qualifying is done. You want to see the full bracket? All right, we can see the full bracket right there. But yeah, Merker out, Alex T out, Eliash out, and Dog out. So we've got AV Geek versus Leo. Of course, AV Geek and Leo, two players who have been to the finals before. Nenu has been to the finals before, and Pixelandy, of course, has been to the finals like pretty much every time. Screenshot this for Classic Tetris News. Yeah, is there anything else I can do to help you over at Classic Tetris News? By the way, change your font. It does not look very Tetris-y, and it's just like random. It's like random Microsoft Word font. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So everybody in the semifinals has been a finalist at some point. AV Geek was back in March, maybe. Leo, of course, October, November. Nenu, multiple times. Pixelandy, of course, like every single time. So that is your semifinals right there. Pretty good. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. First of all, let's thank everybody who supported us this stream. All right, we'll run this again just to make sure your name gets seen. All right, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. All right, one more time, just so you know, if people support the stream, they should see their name on this slide. So we'll let it run. All right, and prize pool still at 1336. Thank you everybody who has supported that prize pool. Appreciate y'all. We've exceeded our goal, so that's good. And patrons, patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where these people have gone to support the channel. Scott Gray, JK9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kakamila, Jason, thank you. And everybody else on this slide. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to sleep. We have our full semifinals. That'll get scheduled at some point. Not Tuesday. Don't do it Tuesday. We're getting additional mold remediation on Tuesday. And I'm going to take the opportunity and rent a U-Haul truck and move stuff around storage, bring stuff to Goodwill, declutter. Oh my God, what a day. Tuesday. All right, thanks Poopy, thanks Chen, thanks Tetris. Christopher Winter, so many names, couldn't read them all. Thank you, Chris, appreciate that. Have a great night, everybody. And yeah, we've got Nothing else on the schedule. Let me look. Anything else on the schedule? 2 events. What's happening now? And yeah, just the ESWT BBWC. We're going to have to do some events in September, even though we're not going to have a Masters event. So I'll try to stream if I can. But, because it's September, so we've got to do something. I think people are waiting for September. That's what it is. All right. Take care, everybody. YouTube, have a great day. We'll see you when we see you. Let me end that fun over there. There it is. So Mark, yeah, DK, Dan V, all the stars. Have a great day. Goodbye. Twitch, I don't know who's possibly streaming right yet. End the fun. No fun. Carl does not want you to laugh. All right, let's go over to Tet. No results phone. Nobody streaming Tetris. Here, we'll just find somebody. And the oh, dude. Classic Tetris 24/7? Nah. Yeah, I'm not a CTWC employee. Thank God. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you. See you whenever. And bye-bye.